Hi, so this is my prototype that I made from redesigning the CPF website. So the prototype is based on three syntheses, which is the fact that to increase the number of visits to CPF website and make the users more educated or more aware of the UCPF, there's a need to change the perception that CPF from a utilitarian website to a website which is informative, useful, and user-friendly. So this will be tackled through making it more accessible to show the information and make the payment process itself more user-friendly to show that the CPF cares about the users. The second synthesis is that it is likely that the communication of information can be enhanced through changing the appearance of the website and incorporating more visual elements, which will also contribute to give more pleasant experience for the users, as there are a lot of feedbacks about how the website can be more visually appealing and incorporate more icons in the payment process. The third one is that for the users to want to educate themselves about CPF using the website, they must feel interested and feel that they have something to gain from it, from the website and from the CPF itself. So to start on what I have designed in this prototype. So for the first one, I added the e-cashier into the navigation bar and make the navigation bar a fixed navigation bar so that the users can access e-cashier from anywhere in the website. So while they are browsing for information, and they can still go to the e-cashier whenever they want. So according to the feedback of how they would like to see the CPF can contribute to their well-being, I changed the tone of CPF to be more personalized, using what CPF can do for you to show that the users can benefit from CPF. And to attract attention to this section, I added an hover effect, and they can even open a new tab so that they can save it for later reading. Otherwise, they can also go to the learn more, which will direct them to the same page, and they can go back to the home page here, or can go to e-cashier from the navigation bar. So here in the home page, after the hero section, I added the e-cashier section after the hero section, so they will be able to see what CPF can do for them, and then find what they want to do, which is paying for their accounts. So here I added the title and added some subtitle to show that the e-cashier is where you can update where you can top up your CPF accounts or MediSave account. Then here they can go to e-cashier, and in the e-cashier page itself, to be more visually uniform with the rest of the website, I added this top part here where the header is a color section. It's colored with icons and titles. So this is to also contribute to the visual appeal of the website itself. The next part is I added the progress bar here to show the users where they are in the payment process, which will make it clearer and let the users be more at having a peace of mind and knowing that when they can complete it by. Furthermore, I section away the information part from the form so that it's clear to the user. And here they can put in their NRIC, choose the member and or self-employed, and what they are paying for. So here I will choose the MediSave account, as the purpose is to also change the experience while topping up the MediSave account. So here initially, this information or warnings are placed around here along with the first information, but as these warnings are usually at the bottom in other websites, to make it more familiar to the users, I move it to the bottom, near to the next button, which is more common, and the users will be more used to this kind of layout. So here I can click next to the next page with the same colored top section. And for the section itself, I added some icons in what to show what the users need to complete the e-service, which is based on the feedback I get from how the users would like to have more visual appeal and icons to communicate the information better. So here I have section for important notes and terms and conditions, and I keep the section of terms and conditions and the scrollable box to save the space. And here at the bottom, I added little bits of info, and as there is a separation between the main part of the task and here where it is more of an extra information, the users won't feel as distracted and will take it as more of like an extra information they can read. So this will also contribute in educating the users and make them more aware about what they can do with their MediSave account. So here I also added the back button to let users undo their action, as it is necessary to give the users freedom on what they can do. Okay, so to go to the next page, I move the date and time to the top, as usually it is placed at the top of pages. Then the CPF account number and the email address. So the next part is whether they want to contribute to their own account or the recipient's account. So initially, the website requires them to input their own CPF account number if they want to top up to themselves, and in the relation box they will say topping up to myself. So I feel like this is redundant, and I decided to divide the flow of like topping up to your own account and to another recipient account. So here they can choose my own account, or they can choose recipient account, and then they can input the CPF account number and their relationship to the recipient. So here they can come back to the my own account and some declaration and amount to contribute. So initially there's also an allowable contribution section, but as it directs the users to another page and requires them to log into SingPass, I feel like there's no need, and if they exceed the contribution, like the maximum allowable contribution, they can be informed through the email that they have provided instead. So that as there's a warning here, I decided to put it in a red box and have the rest of the page be uniform with the previous pages, where there's extra info here about MediSave account that the users can read. Next, as the warning before here was saying that the user shouldn't go back from this page, I deleted the back button for this page and divided the details section here and method of payment here. So initially these two details are in the first or second page of the original website, which is quite irrelevant, and I feel like it's more irrelevant to be placed here. So I moved them here, and the person can now choose the pay now or in-app method and move to the next page. So the original page doesn't give the completion confirmation. They only have the QR code and will let the users pay by themselves. So as I feel like the reason why they don't provide confirmation is more related to the back end, which I couldn't control, I decided to make it clear that the payment will only be completed after they pay through the QR code, and allow the users to know about whether they have completed the payment through email or by checking the account balance. Even the original website actually does not email the user whether they have completed the payment, but as they have asked for the user's email in the first place, I feel like they can take the extra step to inform the users that they have completed the payment through an email. So the next part is the note part, which is more related to the payment. So I put it here after the QR code, and I bolded the main points to make it clear to the users what they need to pay attention to. The next one is the details, which is condensed into this section with 2 columns, so it's easier for the users to scan and ensure that the details are correct. And here is the separation. Ensure that the print, they can click here or they can go up and use the print button. The next part is the showing the next action, where they can go back to each cashier or learn more about how the contribution will be used for them. So the rationale here is that more likely they would not need to go to the e-cashier as they have finished their payment. So it's more likely they will choose to learn more about how they will how the CPF can contribute to them. And this section here actually reflect what is shown in the home page. So this will give them a sense of familiarity and will make them feel like, oh, they have seen this for the second time, and hence they will be more likely to check it out as they have seen it before. So here they can go to the learn more and go back to the home page through this page or to the e-cashier. So that's how I have redesigned the CPF website to make it more user-friendly, informative and useful, while also enhancing the visual appeal and using more visual elements to make a pleasant experience for the users. I've also tried to change the wordings and tone to ensure that the users can feel that they are benefited from the CPF website. That's all I have for this prototype. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for the time.